guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be telling you guys my early symptoms that I've noticed how I got pregnant. This is pregnancy of early symptoms that I've experienced that I found out straight away after that I was pregnant. So I always do these videos. I have done my son, I have done my daughter last in 2021. I've told you everything about her symptoms from the earliest I'm doing now with baby hashtag number 5. I've got my tea here, guys, so if you guys have your teas, why is there a fly here? Make sure you get yourself a tea. I gotta have this tea. It's a peppermint tea. It helps my nausea. It really does help with nausea. Try it and see if it helps you guys. If you guys are like me that's very scared, do try this peppermint tea. It's just amazing. So let's continue with the pregnancy symptoms of earliest pregnancy signs. So let's go back to where since you've of course had a conception to 2 weeks from there, 2 weeks waiting for your period, that type of symptoms. So the earliest symptoms that I've had was bloated was one of them. I was very bloated, was not hungry. Usually I know myself when I'm on my period or if I'm coming on my period, I do get bloated, but not when I'm coming near to my period. Usually the week of my period, I'm still okay with my eating. It's just with other symptoms that I get. But it was really on for like the whole 2 weeks, which usually only happens like a few times. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like throughout the whole 2 weeks. Sorry, there's a little fly here. I did get too much gassy as well. I also went wee, not too much, but I did go wee more than I used to, if that makes sense. Not the feeling like, oh my god, but it was like I went more than once. Like my appetite changed as well. I just literally, this is a new thing which happened to me, but my taste buds were gone. And this was since the earliest signs I've had. So my taste buds were literally like, I don't know, it's like having COVID. It feels like your taste buds are just gone. Literally anything you take in, drinks or food, you can't taste nothing. That was a big trouble with me, and sense of smell. Those two hit together, and it was just so bad because I was doing so well with myself. And then all of a sudden, all this came in with the bloating, with the sense of smell, with the taste buds. And I realized that my eating, like I was literally stopped eating for that point. So another thing I did get from early symptoms as well, guys, is I've had headaches. Usually not all people get headaches, but when I got pregnant with my last daughter, she didn't give me no headaches like that. But with this time around, I did get headaches. Temperature, I've had enough of this fly. I was very cold in this pregnancy from the start. Very cold. My body temperature was just very cold. I thought I was turning ill and I wasn't. Diarrhea I did get, and also mixed with, not like together of course, but I had constipation. My face, guys, was very dry. Like when I'm usually with my daughter, I just had, you know, Ramaya, her Jenny's there. After giving birth to her, she made me have a very great hormonal regular periods, which before all my years I've never had good. For 5 years didn't really have a good period running, like regular hormones good. But she gave me, my last daughter gave me a good hormones, good regular menstrual. And the only thing with her I did get was very, like, because I was very hormonal, everything was running good, I had very bad spots. So this time around for the whole 2 weeks, it's like my spots were always on my face. Like I've always had spots on my face, but my face just dried up and my belly wasn't cramping. So it was just like one time I only had one cramp, but it wasn't like period dull cramp. It was like a cramp, but only once, and then it went away. Like literally it went away. My breast was very tendering, tingling, itching. My hers was darkened, which, like, I can't lie. And I realized that my fingernails, because I like to bite my nails, I've got a bad habit of biting my nails. There you are. I basically, my fingernails were just growing very fast. Other thing I did get as well, it's so weird how the early, like, 2 weeks can happen so much, but it feels like it's so much symptoms, but it does like, this is what I've experienced literally for the whole 2 weeks. I did get vivid dreams. My moods, because it does happen, like, my moods was very chilled back. That was one thing that did hit me, like, that's strange. Like, I would be very, very sensitive to the heart, so anything could make me cry so easily, but I was never angry. And I realized as well, I had energy for some reason. Was waking up morning, which with my last daughter as well, when I gave birth to her, she gave me very tiredness, where I couldn't wake up early in the morning. It was very difficult for me. I used to say on my YouTube channel whenever I did weekly vlogs, it was just very difficult for me to wake up for some reason. It's like I wouldn't want to wake up. It's like something's pulling me down. So this time around, it was like I kept waking up early and I was ready. But the difference with me is, I've always been like this, is if I wake up too early, I start to feel sick. Even if I'm not pregnant, it just happens. I don't know why. So my usual times for me to wake up best and start feeling very good is around like 9 or 10. So when I was waking up 8, 7 sometimes, and I'll be really, really like active, I was just like, that's a bit weird. I'm gonna jump in straight, guys, to 4 to 10 weeks pregnancy, because I did do a video of that, but then I took it off quick because the quality was just not to my standards. So I'm now jumping in straight to 4 to 10, and literally when it hit 4 to 10, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very difficult. Even like, the first thing I can say with the symptoms was sickness, nausea. It was very bad. I started to get sense of smell very strong. I was also getting, you know, the sickness with it. So I wasn't really eating good for the whole 10 weeks. Like, literally, it was just difficult. I was getting headaches still. My temperature was still cold. My face was drying, but then it was getting better. My face was clearing up. It was getting better. So I was starting to feel good a little bit, you know. So this was around like 7, let's say 8 weeks going up to 10. I started to feel a bit more better. I did have a few cramps in them, but it wasn't like that. You know, my back did hurt a little bit, but it was okay. You know, it went straight away. My hair's generally been growing. I just literally cut my hair recently, so that's why it's cut like this. Like I said again, vivid dreams did happen again. Moods still the same, chilled back, very chilled back. I don't have cravings like, you know, when you're hunger, but I am getting like, back then I was getting a little bit. So I did have some things that was randomly coming to me, and I was like, that's a bit weird. So I was eating a lot of tuna pasta bakes, a lot of pastas I like, cheese, potatoes a lot as well. Rice I did like, but I kind of went very off it. Minced meat I don't really eat. Caffeine I went off. Like, anything that I can smell caffeine I don't like. But peppermint tea I don't mind. Especially peppermint is not tea as much. Green tea is more of a tea bag, whereas peppermint tea is herbs, is pure herb. So yeah, these are like my cravings I was going for. Outside wise, I've been eating a lot of, like, back to my son 2019, I was eating a lot of peppers. If you guys know peppers, peri peppers, they do nice wings, nice chips. I'm very into that, and fried food. So wings like Dixie, McDonald's, wrap, Coke. I'm loving ice creams, but not as much. It was coming to me, like, every time I'll see it. Beetroot, I was striving for beetroot. This was like all like 4 to 10 weeks. One thing I can say to you, that in 4 to 10 weeks as well, the whole 4 to 10 weeks, brain fog and clumsiness, very badly, like very, very badly. I seriously feel like I'm dumb. So I'm like, the brain fog and it's just so bad. I'm telling you the truth. And the clumsiness. My belly has been feeling pain a little bit, but not that much. It's only like a little bit. But the worst thing for me is nauseous. It was very bad back then. 4 to 10 weeks, I didn't know about peppermint. It was only recently. My face was still dry and good, and then it just kind of went dry again a little bit, which, you know, I just moisturize my face as much as I can. Sleeping wise, I do sleep good. Toilet, I go wee very crazy, like very crazy. My bladder, even outside, it's very hard for me to be walking outside with somebody if there's no toilets, because I need to go toilet all the time. And I know if you have multiple kids, you can feel this, but when I was 10 weeks and something, I felt a little fluttering. That goes with 4 to 10. So my 11 and 12 weeks, guys, will be out soon, and my 13 weeks. I'm now, of course, 14 weeks doing this video for you guys because I was doing it late. But it's just I've been going through rough times with the sickness, with the nausea. I've just recently been on peppermint tea, which this tea has been helping me, guys. Like, oh, it just helps me. Like, I have a schedule as well now. Of course, this is why, you know, when you hear 11, 12 weeks, you'll understand. But peppermint tea right now is helping me a lot. So I just want to say thank you guys for being supportive, subscribing to me, and sharing a like. It really helps me a lot. So if you guys are new here, hi, welcome. And comment down below, and, you know, if you guys got anything to say anything down below. I'll always comment back. And I can't wait to be doing this journey with you guys. I can't wait. I'm very excited. But do tune in to more of my videos, because I'll be doing home decors, and I'll also be doing some me and my husband couple some videos, and my kids, of course. So make sure you tune into my videos. So yeah, so I am going to show you the bump, not like me now, but I will show you the bump of how I looked 4 to 10 weeks. And the scan pictures and all that will be in there, scan videos. So make sure you tune into that.